Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Inside My Mind as I walk you through my gameplay and give you tips and tricks on my strategy that I use to get easy crown wins this season. With this strategy, you'll easily be able to get crown wins. Your win rate will increase as well. I've been having really good success with this, so I thought I'd make a video and share with everybody. Now I landed at Kappa because we have it's highlighted, so the drones are here. Drones tend to give you really good loot. 9 out of 10 times I'm fully stacked with a good loadout when I'm leaving the area, so that's why I landed here. We ended up getting 2 bots, which is pretty nice. Killing those bots help us level up faster, especially since Fortnite has made it easier now to reach S rank, S plus rank in solos, so every kill counts. So we're just gonna loot up the area, take down the bots, and continue moving. Now I got the B dropper here. I'm gonna open that to get launch pads. It's always important to have some sort of mobility. Even though crash pads are not really that good, I prefer shockwaves, but until I find shockwaves, that's what I'm gonna carry. And now Echo Revolver is one of my go-to gun no matter what loadout I'm using. I feel like Echo Revolver is a must gun you guys gotta have, especially if you aim in, you're able to take 2 shots with and eliminate players with it, as long as you scope in with the gun. I feel like Echo Revolver with the fire rate as well is better than any shotgun. So I'm also gonna carry Fizz right now, just for mobility, and like I said, I do end up finding some shockwaves, and so loadout is looking decent. I hear gunshots on the left. From the sound of it, I know they're bots because of how long the fight is going on. So I'm just gonna head over and take care of them, only because this will help me level up to level A and we will get more shockwaves. So we're just gonna rotate over here and try to take care of these bots, and we end up getting 3 bots here, so which is pretty nice. I think one of them eliminated each other, so we only get 2. And we'll be able to get our A rank now. Now this will give us some shockwaves, but it also will give us the boon, which reduce stamina, which is very important. Every boon basically gives you an edge over your opponent, so it's much important to upgrade these boons as well. So now the next boon I would like to go for, at this point, is the bug boon, unless it's not been taken, but the bunkers have opened, and now the bunkers, I don't really like pushing right there because a lot of sweaty players would push the area. You tend to get third parties, people try to camp and wait for you to go. So I don't go for bunkers unless they're on the side of the map, kind of far away, like the one in the flooded gate. It's everybody's gonna push that bunker, so I would never go there, only because even if I get the bunker, I'm gonna get third party, I'm gonna get caught in middle fights, and you're just gonna put yourself more in a risk of dying. In solo, when you're playing solo, it's all about rotating into the zone, getting better positioning, and getting the better gameplay, and also better. I feel like the best tip I can give you guys in solo build, especially in mid game, is being focused on the goal. You have to decide, do you want to get high kills or do you want to get a crown win? Because crown win, I mean, you only need 1 kill. You just need to kill 1 guy to get the crown win. High kills, of course, with that you're gonna create more opportunities for yourself to get third partied or die. Each fight is a risk you're taking in ending your game, so always take fights where you have the advantage, otherwise don't engage. That's the best tip I can give you. Like, I know many people playing solo at this point will have the urge of getting in a vehicle, pushing players, trying to get kills, get kill greedy. So if you're focusing on, rotating properly and using, mobility that's on the map, you win more game. Now this guy over here, I think he's testing out guns, because I only hear one gunfight, and I think he is testing on the mini gun and in the open, which is a bad mistake. And he panics hard over here. He shockwaved way too late, I believe. If I were in his position, I would have shockwaved into the house, and then he's too busy fighting this bot over here. You gotta be aware of your surroundings, and you gotta know the situation. Like in his situation, when if I was in his situation, I got beamed like that, I would want to go into cover, rather than engage in a fight. You gotta be aware of your surroundings. Now we are getting some more bots in the beginning of the match, which is most of the time you're gonna get bots in the solo. It's not a big deal. Actually, bots help you a lot of times. You rank up faster. As you can see, I'm almost up to S rank, with few bots. I think I only killed one real player, or maybe two real players so far. So good start. But like I said, we're not focusing on kills. We're focusing on looting up, having good rotation, and staying focused on winning rather than getting good loot and stuff. As bunkers are open right there, but I feel like they are third party waiting to happen. I would never push for a bunker, especially the flooded fogs, because it's in the middle. A lot of people are going to be pushing there. Even if you get the gun, you're going to get third party. You create more chances of yourself dying. So now we hear gunshots in the back here as well. I'd see somebody using that aircraft and using rocket launcher. So I know what his strategy is. He's just going to try to rocket me from the top. So I finish this bot over here, and as soon as I finish the bot, I get into cover, because I know this guy is gonna basically fly up and try to rocket me. And a lot of players have been using this strategy. Now the way you take care of them is you basically stay in cover and shoot their craft and try to take shots at them, when they come on the side seat, which I almost take his his aircraft down. But you guys see, I'm not being too aggressive. I'm just waiting, because I did put a little bit damage on him, but not too much. So even if I push him right now, I most likely just took out his overshield. That was it. So he's probably on full health already, and it's a 50-50 fight. So I'm just holding my ground, waiting for him to make a move, because at the moment he's probably behind that tree and he's holding that right hand peak. So if I push him, I am more likely to die. So I'm just gonna heal up over here, and still holding the edge on him, try to see where he's at. He's holding the cover. I'm gonna go to the right hand. I'm gonna push him the right hand, force him to come to his left, so I have that right hand peak. I force him to come out of the peak, out of the cover, so I can use that tree as a cover to take easy shots and eliminate him. Now this is one of my go-to weapons. I like carrying the quad launcher because people drive cars a lot, and it's great to put pressure on the cars with the quad launcher. And I feel like the revolver is much better than any other shotguns. So if I'm only carrying a revolver, I'm only getting one shotgun, that's gonna be the revolver. And then of course you gotta have one rifle for that mid fights. And we're just gonna continue to loot up. And I knew when I killed up this bot here that all this loot was there, so rather than waste my heals, it's much better to be aware of which loot is near you, so you can conserve your loot and your utilities. I'm gonna destroy this aircraft here, try to see if somebody's in the zone who tries to push here. Kind of bait people out, make noise, and just scout out the area. Nobody's pushing here, so I figured nobody's close to me at the area, so we're just gonna continue rotating in. Like I said, I don't like using cars. They make noise, and if people have quad launchers, they can easily take you out. So I'm just rotating on the foot, but I'm moving with a purpose. You gotta move to cover, guys. That's the best thing you can do. Don't run in the open. You run in the open, you're more likely to get shot. And so just run cover to cover, know your surroundings. Now I do get in the car over here, but the only reason I got on the car right here is to move across this bridge, because I know there's not much cover, and if somebody else comes from the other side, I'll be more open. So you know, like I said, just move it to the bridge and then I get off the car, because I don't want people to know my awareness. I see somebody coming here. I don't think he knows where I am, so I'm just crouching, and we just get an easy kill, catch him off guard. I looked like it could have been a real player, but I think he might have been a bot as well. But again, we get that S rank. I see somebody gliding in, and I try to put a couple of shots on him, only get one shot. And as you can see, I'm not using my shockwaves to engage. I haven't had much damage on him, and by the time he landed, he's gonna be holding a peak, and which he does. He's holding that peak. He puts shots on me, and now I'm at disadvantage. So I'm being patient. I just heal up and I just try to see if I can get some shots on him before pushing him. Now over here he dropped down. I tried to shoot him. I did not mean to jump here. That was an accident, but I tried to put damage on him, so he just keeps running because I'm in a bad spot. I'm in the water. I don't have any cover, and I again, rather than push him, I push for cover, and then I try to see where he went. And I see him over here shockwaving. I try to push some damage on him. Again, I didn't even break his shield. Now I didn't shockwave again after him. Now rather than shockwaving on him, I used the launch pad because I know he'll be holding the right hand peak, and which he was. He was waiting for me to come down, and I caught him off guard, finished him quickly. Now there's a car here, so I'm just gonna reload my weapon quickly before shooting the car because I'm weak. He went away, so I'm just gonna back off right now and loot this guy's weapons and try to see if he has any something good, any heals. And now again, I am just being aware of my surroundings. I know the car was here, so the guy is lurking around near me, especially with the crown being dropped. Everybody's probably focusing on this area, so I'm just gonna be scouting out where that guy went before engaging in the fight. Now we're in top 9 already, or top 8 actually, and we got 11 kills, so a game is going good. I hear gunshots there on the other side, but I'm only hearing one gunshot, so I feel like this guy is kinda bait us here. He's only shooting to make noise so people will push him, so I'm not too keen on just shock waving over there. I want to put myself in an advantage, so I'm gonna go down here and I'm just trying to scout out, see if anybody's here, and I'm gonna drop down here and gonna use the launch pad because the launch pad will give me height to get to him, because that way I don't have to run in the open, try to fight him and being caught off guard. As soon as I land over here, I wanna try to shockwave up to him with my quad launcher. I know he's hiding behind the rock, and he shockwaves up as well. Now I know since he's hiding, like he's jumping in the air, he probably has that mythic shockwave launcher, so I'm just gonna using the rock as cover to put shots on him and just get good beams. Now as soon as I finish him, you want to loot up quickly. Don't take too long, guys, because especially at the end game you're gonna get third party a lot. And as you can see, this guy pushes me here. I miss my rocket, but I'm just holding my peak with the rock. I'm not being too aggressive, guys. That's another thing, is use cover. Use covers and you will win the fight. Again, another person pushes me. I use the rock. And as you see, the whole time I'm using the rock to stay in cover to fight. Now I did see another footstep, so first I thought this was, you know, in my mind that another player is coming. So my thought is, even if I eliminate that guy, the third guy is gonna kill me. Then I realized over here that that was a bot, so he has hired. But still, I think it was a good move in my part to disengage that fight, because if it was another player, we would be in disadvantage and we were more likely to die. Now, again, gotta be aware of your location. I knew that we had dropped heals over here in the back, so I'm just gonna run to that place and get to full health. Like I said, you gotta be aware of your surroundings and your placement all the time, guys. Being aware. Now this guy is over here pushing me again. Again, this guy just ran to me, didn't use cover, and I took my time. And as soon as I finished him, I went into a bush because I know third party is coming. It's end zone. There's three people remaining. With a closed zone, everybody's gonna be pushing in quickly. Now over here I see another car pull up. I could shoot him down, but with three people remaining, it's no point in engaging right now because I know I won't be able to finish him. He shockwaves over to me. I don't know if he knew that I was hiding there, or or he did, but either way, because we were ready for him, we were able to take him out. Again, I get pushed, and my first thought is get to cover. I knew this rock was here. I get to the rock and I can easily pick him off. Now I turn around the other way because I know the car was on the backside, and again I use a quad launcher to put pressure, and then I just use a pistol to finish him off. And GG's. And if you guys like the video, hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment.